When you learn Italian, you also need to learn about Italian food and how it works. So today I'm going to show you exactly what a typical Italian meal looks like, and authentic Italian dining will have no secrets for you anymore. Not only you will be able to understand the Italian menu at your local Italian restaurant much better, but this will also make you much more confident if you're traveling to Italy and you're going to experience real Italian dining. I'm Valentina Stella, native Italian tutor, top-rated tutor on the language learning platform Italki, where I've taught more than 4,000 Italian classes so far. And if you want to learn all about Italian meals and authentic Italian dining, you will love this video. So keep watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now for more. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the typical Italian meal. Meal in Italian is pasto. So the typical Italian meal is il tipico pasto italiano. Il tipico pasto italiano. So remember, pasta means pasta. I'm sure you know it. So with an A. But if you say pasto with an O ending, that word means meal, not pasta. The word for courses in Italian is le portate. Of course, we're talking about food courses. Le portate. So in the typical Italian meal, we have 5 courses. Cinque portate. The first course is the entrée, l'antipasto. L'antipasto. Antipasto is made of a variety of food like cold meats, salumi, or formaggi, cheeses, or verdure, veggies like caprese, or verdure in pastella. These are very typical as an antipasto too, so that means fried veggies. One of these food or all of them together can be your antipasto. Now, an important thing that I want you to notice, because this is a very common mistake, is that antipasto is not aperitivo. Antipasto is served right before the meal. Actually, it's already part of the meal. It's the beginning, the official beginning of the meal. In fact, the word antipasto means before the meal. It's just the beginning of the meal. Instead, aperitivo, although sometimes can be similar in the food that's served, kind of similar, aperitivo is done a few hours before the meal. And sometimes it's also done in substitution of the meal itself, of the dinner specifically. So there's no other course served after aperitivo. That's the difference. Antipasto is the official beginning of the whole meal. Aperitivo is just snacking on something a few hours before the meal, and there's nothing else after that. There's no other course after that. That's the difference between antipasto and aperitivo. So now you know it. Okay, after antipasto, we have il primo, the first course. Il primo. So when you want to know what primo actually is, I always tell students, just think carbs. So primo is pasta, risotto, well, one of these usually, pasta or risotto or lasagne or cannelloni, all this good pasta stuff, but also rice stuff that we have in the Italian cuisine. And if you find these words like lasagne or cannelloni or risotto difficult to pronounce, don't worry, I have a whole video on how to pronounce Italian food correctly. So if you haven't watched that video yet, please go check that out. I'm going to leave the link in the description below the video. Okay, after primo we have il secondo, the second course. Il secondo. And as I told you for the primo, if you want to understand what this exactly is, just think protein. So with the secondo, you will be usually served carne, meat, or pesce, fish. That's what a secondo usually is. And nowadays in Italy, you can also find vegetarian vegan options. So in that case, you will be served a vegan protein, a vegetarian protein dish. But in general, if you want to have clear in mind what the difference between primo and secondo is that secondo is mainly protein. That's it. After, well, usually together with secondo, the second course, we get il contorno. So the side dish, il contorno. Now, a side dish can be very different from what happens in other cuisines. For example, in Italy, rice is never a side dish because rice is a carb, so rice is primo, not side dish, not contorno. So, do you want what contorno is? Think veggies. So, think salad, insalata, or verdure grigliate, grilled veggies, or any other kind of vegetable. Now, this is interesting because I know that in some other cuisines, salad can be the first course or the entrée, but in Italy that doesn't happen. Salad is always a side dish, un contorno, except for caprese, but that's actually not considered a salad in Italy. So that's an antipasto in Italy too. Okay, and after all these yummy courses, we get to the dessert. Il dolce. Il dolce. And here you can think of any Italian dessert. So tiramisù, panna cotta, sorbetto, whatever you like, that's il dolce. So this was the typical Italian meal, il pasto tipico italiano. Now I want to reply to some of the most common questions that I've received from my students regarding the Italian meal. So let's go through them. The first most common question is, do we Italians eat all this stuff every time we go to the restaurant? Well, that depends. So on special occasions like holidays, weddings, anniversaries, or any kind of event that doesn't happen on a daily basis, yes, we will probably get the whole menu. That's what we do. We get all of it, and for weddings, we can also get more than one dish for each course. That's how it works. But also, keep in mind that Italian servings are usually smaller than in other countries. So, for special occasions, yes, we take the whole 5-course menu, but the servings are usually smaller than what you would expect. On an everyday basis, we definitely do not eat the all menu, so all the 5 courses. What we will probably do is that we will pick some combinations. We will only pick a few dishes from the menu, a few courses. So here are some of the common combinations that we use when we go to the restaurant. We can take an antipasto, primo e dolce, or we can take antipasto, secondo and contorno. Or we can just go straight to the secondo, contorno, and of course have dessert, il dolce. So keep in mind that you can pick the things that you prefer from the menu. You do not need to order from antipasto to dolce every time that you go to the restaurant in Italy. Okay, another common question is, do you eat like this at home too? Well, guess what? It depends. So again, for special occasions or for Sunday lunch with family, yes, we do eat all of these usually. And the reason is probably food is one of the best ways for Italians to show love and affection and care. So remember, if you're asked to dine at home by an Italian, be prepared for a lot of food. It's our way to show you that we care about you and that we want to treat you to something special. So yes, when we eat at home and it's a special occasion or Sunday lunch, we will probably have all 5 courses. Or again, if instead it's an everyday situation, like, from Monday to Saturday, we will probably not eat all of these. So what do? We do the same thing that we saw for the restaurant. So we will pick some common combinations, or we will have a piatto unico. And piatto unico is a main dish, what literally means the unique dish. So you only have one dish. And usually this dish is a combination of carbs, protein, and veggies all in one dish. Think of pasta e ceci or insalata di riso. These are very common Italian recipes that we prepare on a daily basis, and so we don't need to go through from antipasto to dessert in a normal everyday meal. Okay, those were your Italian meals explained. Now, authentic Italian dining at Italian restaurants will have no secrets for you anymore. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my YouTube channel right now for more. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. And now, let me hear from you. What else would you like to know about Italian meals, Italian dining, and ordering Italian food? Let me know by leaving a comment below right now. Ciao da Valentina!